What's going on? It's your girl TampaMystic, and we are back with another episode of the industry's most wanted podcast. And today I got a special guest checking in, so stay tuned so you can see who it is. And there she is. She goes by the name of Goddess Venus. What's happening?
What's good? You already know. I'm chilling.
Hey, I'm so happy to have you on here today. I always like to represent for the ladies. I think that's so important. Thank you for taking some time with us today. Give us that official introduction.
Yes, you already know it's Goddess Venus. You're in the building from BK all day, born and bred. Yeah.
Yay, that's so dope. Well, welcome to Industry's Most Wanted podcast. We've done some work before, which we'll talk about, with the Grind Report. And in fact, my business partner with the Grind Report, he's from Brooklyn as well. He's now down in Florida, but he's very Brooklyn to heart all day long. So we got a lot to talk about. But, I just always like to start out taking it back because I think it's really important that people understand your journey because to get where you're at today, you've probably went through a lot of obstacles, ups and downs. We all have struggles in life, whether it be personal or business. So, without digging too personal, I always like to take it back. So, give us some insight, like, when you was growing up, what were some of the things that you were into before music became your passion?
Well, when growing up, I lived in Marlboro Projects, and I had, even though like I didn't grow up the riches, but I had my family and we had rich love for each other. And my two older brothers, they was rappers, like, they did their thing, whatever. So, but they never really, I guess they didn't go far with this. So they'll rap now, but they did their thing. They used to battle and all that stuff. So I looked up to that. Like that kind of like inspired me. And then my younger brother, he raps too. Like he have a whole bunch of tracks that he just like tracks that's half done. He raps. He's a rapper too. So I grew up with guys who, my brothers, they are actually, I guess I don't know if they call themselves musicians, but they're rappers. So it was dope. It was just like, I had a close knit family, and it was love.
Absolutely. Well, I think also too, growing up in New York, New York has always had a very heavy impact on the hip hop community as far as music and other things. So, with that being said, like, who were some of the artists that you were listening to growing up from your area?
Oh, well, I love Lil Kim. I love Foxy. I love Foxy because she was like, she had bars and she was lyrical and she was sexy, but she didn't have to try to be sexy. She just was,
Right.
Yeah, and then I like Jay-Z. He was one of my favorite artists growing up, and Fab, I liked him. He was also my favorite artist because he was like so swaggy, and he was just so quiet, swaggy, and he just had like so much. He was so talented. So, but yeah, and then now I like a lot of dope rappers these days, like Lil Baby. I like Ace Boogie. They're one of my favorite rappers, So I like Nicki. She's dope.
Yes.
But yeah.
That's dope. It sounds like you got a pretty diverse catalog of artists that you respect in the business and that potentially motivates you as well. So, I know you said you have brothers that were, artists, and one of them is still actively rapping, correct? You said your younger brother.
He goes on the computer and he could engineer. He makes his own beat tracks.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I don't know, I guess they don't take it as serious, but he does it.
That's so dope though, because within this music business, there's so many things that we can do, like besides being an artist, and we'll tap into this a little bit since we're on the subject. Besides music, are there other things within this music business that you are interested in pursuing or you have started pursuing that you can share with us?
Well, I mean, I would call myself more besides like a musician, I would say I'm like a entertainer because there's other things that I do. My main focus is music, but I do other things like, I'm podcasting, I model, I act, So it's not only music that I'm good at.
That's really dope. So I heard you say podcasting, which that like touches my soul because that's something that I've been actively doing for about a decade now. Back in the day, it wasn't really called podcasting. It was more like radio broadcasting or live streaming. And now it's called podcasting, but I've been doing it for a long time. So how did you get started with doing that?
It all started with the idea, to be honest with you. I had a concept, and the concept was, it's called Pajama Party. So it's like we're just hanging out, and some girls, and then my homeboy came into it too because he's a great podcaster. And so we're just sitting down, chilling, and it's a party, and we're just talking about current events. We're talking about love life. We're talking about music. We're talking about romance, but we're doing it in such a loungy type cool environment. And then we're having drink of the day, like drink specials, stuff like that. So it's just, and we're gonna have like rappers. We're gonna have current rappers come through to showcase their skills too. So you know,
I love
it's a
that
vibe. Yeah,
concept.
definitely a vibe.
Yo, that is so dope. I love the fact that, like you said, it's just going to be laid back and chill. And it's called the pajama party because that's what that's all about is just, laying back, chilling, having a good time with your
Right.
close people. Wow. So when is that? Is that already that's in the works now or is it kicking off soon?
Yeah, we shot the promo for it. We're shooting the first episode, so and yeah, and then we're gonna drop it.
Yeah, congratulations on that. And I wanted to chime in on that a little more because like I said, I've been doing this for a long time and I understand it's a lot of work, especially being a content creator is a lot of work, always coming up with new concepts and ideas and things to talk about and keeping people actually tuned in. It's not an easy job. So I definitely salute you on that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You just have to, I would say, be up to with the current events and what's going on.
Right, right. It can become a full-time job just doing
Right.
that, keeping up with everything going on. So with that being said, I know you have a lot going on as a beautiful young lady in this business. How do you keep up with everything?
I just do a lot of reading, and I'm on Instagram a lot. I feel like Instagram is the current event for hip hop.
Facts.
And I just see what's trending online and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. Like Instagram is definitely my go-to as well. Like that's how I find out anything. Like if someone passes away or whatever, sadly, I always find out through Instagram first.
Right.
um, so let's take it back, as far as your music. Again, you said earlier you have brothers that were into music. One is still actively into music. At what point did you really know that that was your passion? Because I'm a believer we all have gifts and music is a gift for you. It sounds like, you being a content creator is also one of your gifts, but music specifically, when did you know that that was something that you really wanted to actively pursue?
Well, I was actually working. I was working doing hostings in the club, and I realized like I would just see how I was being a student. I was being a student of the game, and I was seeing how it was done, the process. Like rappers would come in, they would have to get the bottles, get their song play. I was just seeing it, and I would listen to their song, and I was like, wow, this is dope. And I just felt that, I thought I could do it too. I was like, I feel like my musical skills is good enough for it too. And then that's when I came and produced my first project.
That is so dope. So I love the fact that you're like so hands-on with everything.
Yeah, I'm definitely everything that I am involved in.
I love
I guess
that.
good and bad.
I think that's a woman trait. No disrespect to the fellas out there, but us as women, women are just nurturing by nature, meaning that we want to help and we want to like be hands-on with everything. It's just a womanly trait that we have. But I also think with that being said, that whatever it is that you're producing, your podcast shows, your music, it's going to come out more the way you want it because you're so hands-on. You're not just doing stuff and handing it over to somebody else to come up with the concepts. Like you're
Right.
really hands-on and I respect that because again, that's a full-time job right there.
It is definitely, but it's fun. Like when you're doing things that you love to do and you want to do, it's like it's not work. It's something that's fun. you
I
know.
couldn't agree more. Like, I'm having fun right now.
Right.
It's like when you do what you love. So let's talk about your area as far as your music. What type of feedback have you been getting from like maybe the DJs or other people in your area that have been hearing your music?
Oh, people love my music. Everybody that hears my music, they say like it's lyrical, it's bars. Everybody love it, and even the females. I feel like I have inspired many people in my community in Brooklyn. I feel like because I started off, I did a lot of modeling. I feel like there's a lot of models who have also began rapping now, and it's just I feel like and that's what I aim to do. If you're not inspiring others, then what are you here for? Why are you doing this? Your message hasn't touched anybody. But definitely people love my music, and it has inspired many.
That's so dope. And I agree with you. I love what you just said. Life is about, of course, it's our journey and we want to live life on our terms. But at the same time, we want to motivate other people. We want to inspire other people. Just like you mentioned, some of the artists that maybe inspired you, on the come up.
Yeah.
That's what now it's your turn to inspire other young ladies and maybe other young men out there, who have a journey similar to yours. So for people who haven't had the opportunity to hear your music yet, which we're going to check out one of your new songs today, for the first time, them hearing your voice and your music, what do you want them to get from it?
Well, my music, one, I create like it's a vibe, it's partyish, it's fun, it's
Yeah.
light, but everything I create is kind of, even though it sounds partyish when you listen to it, it is motivational. It's telling people pretty much to yeah, have fun, but chase your bag and get your money. It's
Right.
just like that because like that's is people want to hear that. People want to still
Yeah.
party.
Absolutely. We're in an era right now that people want to feel good just because
Right.
of, especially with this whole COVID situation, we've lost a lot of people, or we know people who's had to, lost their jobs, and just a lot of negative energy out there because of what's going on. So it's like through your music, you want to uplift people.
Yes.
Yes, we want to have fun, girl. Like we want to turn up. We want to have a good time.
Yeah, for real. I want to have fun, sure.
Do you ever come out here to Atlanta? What's good?
Yeah, I was in Atlanta. I would say about a couple of months ago. I was out there, but definitely I have mad love in Atlanta. Like people show me so much support out there. I be like, "Where you?" When they be online writing me, they be like, "Oh, girl, I love you." Blah, blah. I'm like, "Where you from?" Like, Atlanta. I'm like, "Oh, shoot!" Like,
Yes. Well, next time you come back out here to the city, we got to link up. You got to come through our studio. That would be really, really dope. I would love that.
yes, definitely, for real.
So you were recently on the cover of our magazine. As I mentioned earlier, shout out to my business partner, Shaw Cypher, one half of the Grind Report. We just put our 70th issue out, but I'm going to bring it up here on the screen for everybody to see. You were on the cover, issue 66, looking all beautiful and things.
Thank you.
We appreciate you being a part of the movement. For anybody, I'm sorry, issue 68, not 66, issue 68, which was just a couple months ago. For anybody that may be tuned in or tapped in, that's, looking to work with you on any level, whether it's, music or you got your upcoming podcast, what's the best way for people to tap in with you?
Yeah, they can email me, goddessvenus247@gmail.com, or they can hit me on Instagram. It's goddess_Venus_.
Okay, so make sure you guys tap in. Now, let me ask you this. Outside of this entertainment business with everything, the music and your upcoming podcast show, on a personal level, what do you like to do? What can we catch you doing, like outside of when you don't have to work and you might have a day where you can go do something? What do you like to do?
Oh yeah, I like to dine. I like to go out to eat. I like to shop. I like to travel.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to get me a book. I like to read.
Okay. Okay.
you know, but I like movies.
Yeah.
So.
What kind of movies do you like? You like scary, action? Like what's your flavor?
I like either action. I like romance movies too, and I
Me
like
too.
funny movies.
Comedies. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Like we like to laugh. We like to be uplifted.
that's
I
right.
think that's really dope. So let's talk a little bit about this Bossy record.
Yeah.
I think that it's a fire record. Definitely it's in rotation with us on two of our radio stations. So I'm
Okay.
excited that we're going to premiere it today. Tell everybody a little bit about it, like who produced it, where it's available, any other details you want to give them about the song, when the visuals come in, and then we're going to check it out.
Yeah, so the visuals they dropped already. It was shot by my homeboy Hollywood Pompeii.
Oh, the video's out
Yeah.
on YouTube?
Yes, it is.
Oh, hold on. I'm about to go find it right now, but keep going. I'm sorry.
Definitely, the game came out. They showed love. We made a movie, and it was just my homegirl came out to New York City, NYC Dolly. She's her thing. She's a dancer, and yeah, it's definitely a record that it's catering to everybody. The hook is like definitely shouting out for women, but it's for it's like a trappy type record, So it's like for Oppie type record, but it's catering for everybody.
That's so dope. Well, I am about to bring that up because I didn't know that the visual was out. My apologies. We're about to watch the video instead of just playing the song.
Yeah.
That way everybody can check it out while we're on here. Anything else you got coming up that you want to let the people know about? I know you're always on the move. You're always making, positive moves. You got your podcast on the way. Anything else coming up that you want to share with everybody before we check out the visual?
Yeah, so that definitely look out for the podcast. I got some magazine releases that's coming out. That's coming very soon. And I have some. Oh my goodness, I have some new content that's dropping. Like I have a record and a video dropping next week with my homeboy, featuring my homeboy A Universal. He's a dope artist from LA, and there's just so much content that's being produced. This whole fall Q1, like it's gonna be crazy.
That's really dope. We are definitely in the era of content. I can't stress it enough, and I'm so glad that you just said that because artists, content. You gotta have visuals and just different stuff going on. Like you said, you started your podcast, so definitely I wish you much success. But we're gonna come back in just a minute after we check out this visual. So go ahead and introduce it for us.
All right, you already know, Bossy, shot by Hollywood Pompeii. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Wait, catch a little bitch, yeah. I get a bag on the hoe. There's a time to jack back and forth. My shoes are back on the low. Put some bands and broke the low. I can give you a travel show. Got the record, you want some more. Step tripping on the walk through the door. This is on the walk slow. I'm trapping with the sauce low. Queen of the fuck, Idaho. From the streets of the cameo. Twerk it. All for dollars, ho. Watch for like dominoes. Broke niggas dollar, ho. Let's get it. That's a bad bitch, crazy. I had to be at the bank. Rich mother from the city. Yeah, this bitch is good. I'm such a fucking lady. Hoes be acting shady. I don't give a fuck if it's hating. My queen, that be moving on some broken shit. This for my queen, that be rocking it. This for my queen, that be million ass for the shit. This for my queen, that be rocking shit. This for my queen, that be moving on some broken shit. This for my queen, that be rocking it. This for my queen, that be million ass for the shit. This for my queen, that be rocking shit. Nigga, I ain't some camera flick. Better act like you can handle this. You face in the waist like an hourglass. Don't do 100 yeah, I'm with mad. People think we're going forward about the gas. High price like I'm on the tax. Couple things I like. Burning fast, fast, fast. Taking on purchase. I'm in the lane while you in first class. Here's some shit while I pass. I'm drinking beer, but I'm full of that. I'm so clean, nigga, I'm full of that. He's rock hard through the walk on his ass. You know how I do. I roll with the boo. Everything brand new. Yes, I'm Brooklyn, but it's my queen. So the chopper was Brooklyn. I'm body and everything. Nigga, look at rap, I look like shit. Showed up with photos, was nothing to me. Tell some big girls doing my weed. Go to money, cause nothing is free. I'm a bad bitch, so I'm charging for
We ain't gonna show them the whole video because they gotta go to YouTube and watch it. I want them to go to YouTube and run those streams up. You dig? So tell them what your YouTube channel is so everybody can go over there and check it out.
Oh yeah, they could go on YouTube. Just type in rapper Goddess Venus, and all my videos will come up.
So two last questions before we get up out here. One, where did the name come from?
Oh, Venus is my government. Like that's my
Oh,
mother's.
I love that. Yes, Mom Dukes. Okay.
And you know, she was a goddess. Venus,
Yes.
her sister Aphrodite, they were both goddesses, Roman and Greek goddesses. And I mean, it's only right. Like I'm a goddess, so that's why I just put
Yes.
goddess Venus.
I love it. I absolutely love that. And then the last thing I have for you before we check out of here today. So we are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast. So my last question to you, Miss Goddess Venus, is what makes you the industry's most wanted?
Because my whole swag, my music, my style, my image, my face, everything. I'm telling you, like I know I have inspired up and coming. What I have done, I have did so much. Like, I mean, I have inspired other people.
She's the total package, y'all. Please believe it. It's so dope to have you on here. I appreciate you taking some time with us. Is there anybody that's really supporting the movement that you want to give a shout out to?
Definitely. Shout out to Hollywood Pompeii. Shout out to my boy Trini. Shout out to so many people.
It's always hard to remember, right?
Yeah, I have so many photographers I can show love to. I don't even want to say one because the name's like, why you shout me out? But my homeboy Dane, 52 Images, shout out to him. And yeah, I mean, just shout out to everybody who showed me love. Like I support everybody, and especially those who support me.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for taking some time with us right here on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast.
The Industry's Most Wanted.
Yes. Thank you so much. It was definitely a pleasure. And I hope everybody has a blessed day.
Thank you. And thanks, Ill Promotions.
Yeah. Shout out to Ill Promotions. Always does good business. I appreciate